Oh, excuse me. Alright. Welcome back to Case Closed Anime Review, episode 247. We're here discussing episode number 1136, Momiji Ooka's Sweet Trap Part 2. This steps the rest of chapter 1089 and covers the entirety of chapter 1090. Let's start with Ran and Katja, where they go to their stops. One of the stops they go to, you see Ian just looking around. That plays a small role at the end of the episode. He says, what he's there for? Have it. Yeah, there's something interesting about him at the end of the episode. Meanwhile, though, back at the crime scene, so they figure out, they suspect it's one of the actual people who work in the play, because Conan, Momiji, the police inspector, Mori, and Hiji, these five people are not involved in murder at all. They barely know this guy. So, I mean, three of them just met him just that day. So, they do in fact kind of explain. So, figure how to get the locked murder mystery. So, Conan and Hiji decide to hatch a plan. So, they had this really interesting scene, like, oh yeah, the plan is he buy somebody a bag and a box of pizza. So, if Hiji about to cut it, Momiji comes in. They're like, oh, maybe I'll help you. Takes a kitchen knife, and lucky enough, Hiji basically is very good at blocking it, and he hands him on the floor, and she's right on top of him, and she's about to kiss, and then Conan's like, ahem. Like, we don't have time for this. So he proceeds to cut the pizza while she's standing right there, acting very nervous. Now, it is quite obvious that Ketcha and Hiji do know the fact that they know the Moji has got a thing for Hiji. But, I'm like, dude, you have two beautiful women who've got a thing for you, and yet you choose Katja, your childhood friend. Yep. So they figure out, so they say he was on a diet, but yet he hasn't lost any weight. Well, there's a reason why. He's been cheating on a diet. So what he's been doing is that he's been cutting the middle out of the piece and eating that. Oh yeah, and it turns out that it turns out that where the sleeping stuff basically is put in was the pizza. And it was done by the scriptwriter. And oh boy, so they had suspected that the director was in love with the actors who died. It turns out the scriptwriter was too, and apparently the actress can do whatever the heck he wants them to do. They do it in a very dramatic way here in the episode. And they also showed the fact that he actually did sleep with the actress. Well, the scriptwriter did. And it turns out he's also married as well. Now, why in the world did these two decide to sleep together? Well, it was the director's idea to do it. And so, because of the fact that she felt nothing about the relationship at all, it seemed like he's more serious about it than she is. And apparently she recorded and dared to blackmail him, tell basically if he dare call it off, she'll tell his wife. So then pretty much basically, oh yeah, they reveal the whole plan. How the heck did he accomplish this? Well, he put a rubber ball. So, a rubber ball underneath the door to block the door. And Momiji was the one who kind of noticed the fact the rubber ball was even there because one of the lollipops bounced. Yes, seriously. There was even a joke like, oh, maybe they laced one of the lollipops. No, it was pizza. Yep. So, and whenever I slipped away to break into the room, he proceeded to remove the rubber ball and forcibly poison it with basically cyanide and water, killing him. And I come across that scene. And with the actress, he used the same exact thing. Oh, and here's also interesting though. apparently the director does not care about the. He basically is like, "Oh, you killed her. Write my script. It'll make me more." It's. It seemed like he just didn't care. He just really wanted to be more excited about the fact that an actual murderer is writing his script. I'm like, dude, what is your problem? Yes, it seems like this director is a complete moron. Yeah. If what would I have done? I would have punched him for being a dick. For being a dick. I mean, come on. You have a confessed murderer who killed your actress, and you want him to write your script because you want to be excited about it. Wow, you have very limited possibilities. And after the scriptwriter is arrested for this murder, and then we see we see Ran and Katja basically, come in, and of course Katja's chastising Hiji for getting close to Momiji, and then we have a very interesting scene. Conan's watching this, where Ian talks to the police inspector, and he refers to him as Psychogia, and he's like, "Please don't call me that." And thanks to their conversation, and the fact that he knows who Amuro is, the fact that it's implied he's for public security. And then there's this mysterious black car that Conan, the police inspector, Ian see drive by. We see this mysterious man with sunglasses and white hair driving this car, and in the back seat we see a man with an oxygen mask. Like, oh, there's a murder happening. Now, in case you're curious, though, does the manga reveal who the heck this guy is? Nope. This was 2 years ago, and they've never solved who the heck this guy is. The guy has only appeared twice in the manga. Like, who the heck is this guy? I theorize this might be the head of the black organization on Oxygen. It's possible. Who the heck is driving? Can't be Vodka, because Vodka drives a classic car, so this is not a classic car, so I'm not sure who the heck is driving this. It's just mysterious random car who's like has this sort of sinister aura surrounding it, and the fact that, well, the police inspector and Ian basically notice this. Conan notices it too. Now, do those two suspect black organization? Unknown. Conan, yeah, he suspects black organization. But it's a very interesting ending. I like for the manga, you probably know anything about this. Like, the fact that Momoji's butler used public security. Interesting. But all in all, great episode. Yeah, Murder Mystery, along with basically developing the series plot. That's the thing with these kind of episodes. They very rarely ever advance the plot of the series. Like, this is probably the first page advance in quite a while. I mean, there's some advancement. This is probably the biggest advance we had so far. This mysterious guy who did show up in a later story arc, by the way. Yes. But definitely looking forward to the next episode. Well, not actually, no, because the one airing next week is basically Focus Tech Boys, and it's all solving this murder involving this case involving this changing flavor of ramen. I'm like, okay. Looks like this is not going to be an episode. I'm still going to watch it because I don't want to miss an episode. Case closed. So, that's pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and join the dislike button. Well, tomorrow, I expect to see, presumably, the wrap up of 7 Double Sins, 4 Nights Buck Up, so they only got 8 more episodes left to go. Along with, hopefully, 1 Comic Con right now, maybe more. All our reviews for One Piece, My Hero Academia, Fairy Tail, and as a recurring heuristic, I reuse my basically Rise in the World. Yep. We have Season 2 started out, which should be interesting. Yep. Do this next video. Bye.